Hey everyone, Tyler Tortson. Just wanted to give you a quick video update as we wrapped up week 4 of the 99th legislative session. It's our first full 5-day weeks. We went in Monday through Friday. We hit a couple of deadlines, so all of the bills now are completely introduced. To give you a sense of the numbers of where we're at compared to last year in 2023, we had 451 bills totally introduced between the Senate and the House. It felt like we were going to have probably close to 600. But this year, after hitting the deadline, we're at 478. And I think we've killed quite a few already. We've got quite a few more still coming. So we'll continue to be busy as we hit the halfway point here in a couple days. But been keeping busy. I tell you, we can really feel it out here. It's been great to see folks coming out to visit. We constantly have different groups coming out to advocate on issues of importance to them. All the emails and stuff too coming in on bills as we take them up in committee. A couple updates on some of the legislative efforts that I'm working on. House Bill 1041 was my tribal housing infrastructure fix. That bill has made its way all the way through the process, and I'm proud to say it's been signed into law by the governor. It's one of the first bills that she got to sign this session, so feels good to kind of get one checked off the list as we roll into the other ones that I got on the docket. Also this week, we heard from the governor on Wednesday, and kind of a special joint address with her coming fresh back from the border, being able to share what she's seeing down there. You know, that's certainly an issue that we've been hearing about for many years, but it's been increasingly worrisome in the last year or two. And so to be able to hear her take and her thoughts, maybe what needs to happen both on a nationwide kind of federal level, but maybe putting us on notice too of what more efforts can we do from the state side. Speaking on that realm, there was a couple updates that I was involved with. I was able to meet with her, a couple of her staff members, and another representative on Thursday morning to talk about tribal relations in general. It's kind of been a tribal relations theme week for me. As you know, I'm a member of the System-Waptin Oyate and a proud member at that, but really always trying to improve state tribal relations anywhere we can, which was what 1041 was trying to do, which is what I know the governor is interested in doing. And so being able to share ways that we can be productive heading into the future. A couple other bills in that realm. I teamed up with Senator Sean Bordeaux from Rosebud on his Senate Bill 119, which, if done correctly here, could allow tribal IDs or tribal enrollment numbers to be used when registering to vote. I think it's important because as somebody who carries a South Dakota driver's license, who has a U.S. passport, and who has a tribal ID, it's nice to be able to have options for folks. At the same time, still making sure that we have the safeguards in place, both for state and federal laws, when it comes to voting and having secure elections. And so we're working on that to find a path forward. In state law now, you can use your tribal ID for any sort of business transactions. You can use it as photo identification to pick up your ballot when it comes time to vote, but not on the voter registration piece. And so, again, doing what we can as a legislative branch and working with executives to partner with tribal nations and find ways to continue that trajectory. Earlier this year, something we've been talking about for years, earlier this year I was able to take part in a ceremony where we have 2 of our 9 tribal nation flags flying in the rotunda. It would be my hope that we can get all 9 flags there in the rotunda to show that partnership. And for those next generations, for those kids like my boys that got to visit this week with my wife, that they can be in the rotunda and look up and see their System-Waptin flag or their Yankton Sioux tribal flag alongside their South Dakota State and U.S. flag. So going to continue to do what we can in that space. Some other quick legislative updates I share with you guys too is House Bill 1067 is my Medal of Honor Recognition Day. That bill passed the full House this week and is waiting a committee hearing in the Senate, where I think we have strong support too, and that one should make its way through. Just another way for us to be able to honor our veterans, honor those Medal of Honor recipients, 9 in South Dakota's history, and be able to promote service in that next generation too. I also had House Bill 1098 that was up in the House Health and Human Services Committee on Tuesday, I think it was. I was able to get that bill passed, where it would be waiving the fee, the $15 fee to get a certified copy of your birth certificate if you're experiencing homelessness. That's one that I learned from a NCSL conference, a fellowship that I was a part of last year in 2023. It's just doing the right thing, something that we can do to help people. And so I feel really good about that as that one continues to make its way through the process. We'll keep you updated on that. I had a bill die in committee on Wednesday in Judiciary. That was a catalytic converter theft statute in House Bill 1152. Bummed out that we had a lot of support on that, but just came up one vote short in committee. So one less thing I got to worry about, I guess, but always kind of a bummer when you put a little bit of effort into a bill and try to see that one continue on. But a couple big ones coming up this week. House Bill 1198. This one is kind of a resurrection of HJR 5001, which would really, what it does is a couple statewide office positions like Secretary of State and Attorney General, allowing registered voters, if there's two or more candidates from the same party, allowing those two candidates to go on a primary ballot instead of that convention. If you don't know what kind of a party convention is or who your precinct person is, you're not alone. There's certainly a role for all that, but this bill would just try to strike a balance where we still have party functions and party officials and party activities and volunteers and need for all that, but yet we're also allowing the voters to be able to have a say in the primary and who they want their candidate to be heading into the November ballot. So looking forward to that discussion later this week. And then a couple other bills coming. I introduced a school lunch bill, something I've been passionate about for a long time, feeding our kids. We require them to be in school. We want them to learn. We want them to have good educational outcomes. But yet some of them are hungry. And so what can we do to make a difference in that space while keeping in mind what is the role of government, what are the benefits there, and kind of what is the cost? That'll be a big question this year as we go into stuff. But just wanted to give you a quick video update to share what's happening here. We are just nonstop go, go, go. A lot of busyness, a lot of activities, a lot of things coming up. But please keep in touch. If there's anything I can do to answer questions, share updates with you. I would love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on issues that you're hearing. We just want to be a resource, but appreciate your time. Thanks.